if I didn't have my daughter and if I didn't have this community, if I didn't have a lot of stuff that I needed to look forward to, that in the split second of all that stuff happening, me realizing like I had more to live for, I would have jumped out of that car and tried to get that gun out of his hand. Like I would have been that guy, and I would have been that guy that would have been on the news being like, oh, young mixed male is dead in Catella Avenue. And it would have just been another dead body in LA. You know what I mean?
Welcome to Bert to the Bone, and today my guest, there he is, the one and only Gunnar, my friend. How you doing?
How you doing? Pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm fine. It's I'm so excited to get you here. You know, it's nobody knows that, but from the end, I actually follow you a lot because it's that thing. You have that connection to Europe too. You know, a lot of people here in Europe, they actually like you as Gunnar. So yeah, I'm the same. So I'm so happy that you're actually my second guest, and I think there's a lot to tell about Gunny Gunnar, and I hope I can explain the listeners and myself much more after this podcast. So be free.
Well, Bert, I am an open book, so any question that you have, I am all there and willing to answer.
But it's not only about questions. You can ask me questions too, you know?
Questions yes, I will. I will get my questions. I will get my questions.
So, to begin, I mean, a lot of people doesn't know you. So, who's Gunny Gunnar, or who's Zach? Tell me.
Okay. So yes, let's clarify this. So Gunnar is my middle name. Yeah. So my full name is Zachary Gunnar, and my last name is really hard to pronounce, but it's not. It's Arndt. Ahrndt. I am a German mixed Latin Spaniard mutt that lives in California that loves to play airsoft.
Okay.
So and I call myself the devil out of all things.
Look at that. That's why I wear this t-shirt, man. Especially
yeah, man. We're out here.
I'm a big AC/DC fan always, but I said Angus Young needs to be on that. So that's the one who's
So you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
About that? So I was having a full conversation with my brother about AC/DC, and I was actually organizing some music outlets like that I had, like plugs. And I in one hand I had an AC cable, and then I had a DC cable, and I was like, and I looked at my brother, and I was like, hey man, is this how AC/DC got their name? And he was like, yes. And I was like, 26 years later, oh my god, I just figured it out. I literally had a full like a retard moment. I was like, "Oh no!" I literally had no idea the whole time.
And there it started.
There it started. I was like, "My life's complete now."
From the respect of you, man. Listen, I drink a rum with Coke, and I know normally you have a whiskey with you, but it's too early. For
let me hold on. Now that you got one, I gotta get one. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 seconds.
I'm gonna get one. Yeah,
people, this belongs to Gunnar. I mean, this is why I take a rum, because he loves the alcohol, and I like Havana Club, and I like rum. I've got whiskey.
Bert,
yeah.
No, I'm not living to my devilish name because I only have gin in the house.
That's cool, man. Gin. I love gin. I mean, I love gin. If I was now in LA, I mean, with the weather there, I prefer gin in the summer. So
I've been watching Peaky Blinders on Netflix, and they make gin, and Thomas Shelby is like an idol of mine.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking gin now.
And I mean, I love gin in the summer. I always drink gin. Cheers my
to you,
friend.
Bert.
Salute.
I have a bottle. Salute.
Now we can start. Properly.
All right, let's do this.
Hey, it's one thing that I always see from you, and it always makes my heart melt. That's you and your daughter. I mean, that's. I mean, you can be a big boy. You just made
me smile. Just bringing her up, you made me smile.
Yeah, I mean, you can be a big and a hard and a rough boy, but on the moment when you're with your daughter, that makes my heart melt. I'm a father from 3 and 2 young, very young kids, but man, that is something. Tell tell me what that is. I mean, that's
so to narrate the whole like I'm a big badass on like what I come off as, but that's like like I'm a bear. So in the case of my daughter, like my daughter, she's gonna never. I'm just a love vessel for her. You know what I mean? Like she just comes to me and I just give her all this attention and love, and I don't have to be that aggressive, like protective person. I can just melt into her. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But around her, like when we go out, like to the parks and stuff, I'm like her security guard. Like some people walk up, I'm like, oh my God, your daughter's so, and I'm just like, stop talking. She's walking. She's playing on the playground right now, ma'am. Don't get near her. It's just, but yeah, that's like my world. I do everything and anything that I can for that little girl at any given point in time because she deserves it. She just looks at me. She goes, Dad. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Are you gonna? Is she's gonna get another sister or brother or?
That is to be determined. Well, I'm good with the one right now. I'm 26 years old. I have a smart daughter. Her mother's great, but I want to travel with her. I want memories with her. I want to do stuff with her. And then maybe when she's older, like 10, 13, maybe I'll decide to have another kid. But I want to do stuff with her and like have memories with her. So when I'm like, okay, I want another one.
That's I think, then you can do the trip again. That's cool.
Because I also want to like, what if she wants to play paintball or what if she wants to play airsoft? Like because Bert, I will tell you this. I have woken up in the morning. Tell me why there is a TM pointed in my face. Like not a whole, okay, let me clarify. It wasn't a whole built TM. It was the base. It was just the lower part. And it's my daughter flashing the light going, Dad, I got you. And I was like, what? I was like, I got you. And I was like, now make me breakfast. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. Well, my career's done. My first loss.
Oh,
for sure.
No. That's beautiful, man. That's again, my heart melts always when I see you on Instagram and on your storyboard, and I love it. And yeah, you're a good dad. You're a good dad. You can be a bad boy, but you're a good dad.
I try to be. It's two. I don't want to say it's two different worlds, but that's just who I am, and
that's one of your love. Yeah, that's your biggest love next to your wife.
That's my biggest love. Yeah, actually, Bert, I'm not married.
Oh,
I wish you had a ooh. I wish you had a ooh sound. I actually don't have a girlfriend either. Yeah, I don't. There you go. Yeah, look, there you go. I don't have a girlfriend. I actually am single.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I am single. So me and her mom, just to give a little story, me and her mom met like 5 years ago, and we had a 5-year relationship that transitioned into a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And at a certain point, we just realized that we were better off as friends. Our lives there was a lot of just clash, and we just came to the agreement of this is what it's going to be. And now we're really good friends. We're co-parenting well. She's a great mother. I am so beyond blessed to have her as a mother for my daughter. And I couldn't ask for, a better partner to do it with. But we live separately. We do co-parent.
That's cool.
But I am single. So if any ladies are watching this,
who wants to meet that devil?
Who wants to meet the devil? Just kidding. I'm okay being single right now.
More respect now. Much more respect now because you're actually, when she's with you, you do it by your own. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I'm by myself. And I try to take care. Of, especially with COVID and stuff. Like it's been hard to like do a lot of stuff, but I tried to make that time with the family and with her mom, or like spend family days together. Like we're not weird. We're a family still. At the end of the day, we both realize we're always going to be a family. So we might as well spend it together sometimes. You know what I mean?
It's I think family is important. Sometimes I forget it because it's only work, and I miss my kids a lot, but I've got 3 boys. I've got 2 small boys here, and one is 13, is getting 14. And, in the Netherlands, they cannot play airsoft before they're 18. And this is a bridge to go to there. But, he wants to go on there because there is a different rule. That's later in this conversation. There are many different rules of airsoft in the Netherlands or in the US. And, but sometimes I think if they were closer to me now when I was on the field, because when there is a tournament or something, they are with me. They are there and they're enjoying it. But enjoy as much time you can with your daughter, because it's worth it before you're too old.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the whole goal. It's like that's why when you'll see like there's a point where I'm posting all airsoft stuff for like me trying to be a corny ass Reels character, or there'll be just the whole 3.5 days that I have her is just put pictures of me and her, because she's 100% attention. I don't care about anything else. Nothing else matters.
And that's the most important. Sometimes I forget that. So I'm learning from you. You see, I'm learning from a guy who's the half of age as I am. So I appreciate that. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Thank you.
I had your daughter, and I actually want to make that little jump, because everybody, I know you from the airsoft thing, SpeedQB, but I know it didn't start there. I see some things that you're actually making content, and you're in the music too. So you're a creator of music. What can I expect of that?
Well, so I started doing music in high school. So I had a group of friends that wanted to be rappers. Mm-hmm. Like that was their thing. Like one day I went to hang out with my friends and they were freestyling in the garage.
Yeah.
And I've always been surrounded by music. My dad, who I have tattooed on my arm, his nickname is Rock. His name is not really Rock. Is always engulfed my life with music. Like has forced me to just be a part of music. So in the mix of all my friends doing that, I try to pretty much start producing music. So I would help them mix, master, make beats, stuff like that. And now I'm just really into singing right now. As weird as that sounds, I went from rapping to singing to now doing a blend of both. So I've currently revamped an EP that I was doing while I was in high school. It was called Highs and Lows. Mm-hmm. And I'm probably going to be releasing a 9 to 10 song EP within the next month and a half.
Oh man, that's cool. So I want to be a part of that. I want to hear that. And
that's crazy. This is the first time that I'm talking about this, Bert. Like I've been real secretive about a lot of stuff.
That's why Bert of the Bone, that's why I call this, I want to go to the bone. You have to be free to talk about everything there. And
I have my brother that currently moved into my condo in California, and he's a really big musician. He's been in like 5-6 different bands. He's a lead guitarist, a lead singer in a lot of them. He writes his own music. And the moment he moved in here, he saw like all the stuff that I had, and he was like, we're going to make so much good music. It's going to be ridiculous how much good music we're going to make here. So he's going to be helping me with a lot of this stuff. Like I am not good at writing lyrics. I will tell you guys this right now. I cannot write to save the life. I mean, I can, but like I do need help. I get brain blocked all the time. Uh-huh. So there's going to be a lot of like stuff that I'm going to have that's like life experience.
What style? What style?
If I had to put like an artist name on it, I really like a genre of artists. Like I'm really into what's his name? I can't even think of their names right now. Kehlani, G-Eazy. I like Denzel Curry. Like there's a lot of different artists, but ones that I'm listening to, his name's Sam Henshaw. He's like a real R&B, like poppy type singer. And I just really I like his music a lot. I'm into like sad boy shit. I don't know, like I make R&B music. I want to make music that people feel.
Yeah.
Like rap music is cool. Like rap music is cool. Like I can rap. Like uh-huh. I've already done that. But I want to make people feel something with my music. You know what I mean?
I mean, you don't know this, but before I did all of that, all of airsoft and SpeedQB and all that airsoft shit, I was 25 years in music. I was 25 years in the background music. And
what kind of instruments do you play?
I played the accordion, but that's something from my mom. I was 7 and I want to play drums. I'm going to tell you, I want to play drums. So I had before that, there was, the washing powder, and you have those big carton things, and I was drumming on there. But my mom was in love with accordion. So so I didn't have any choice. I was a hard rocker, and I had to play accordion. You know, an accordion, you know what it is? So
yeah.
it was for old bastards, and I have to play it as a young kid because she loved it. So, but I did it. And after that, actually, I was too old, and I went into sports. And but music is always a big part of me. So I went when I was 21 or 22. I went into the music business, but more background music, into hospitalities, and I did that actually till last year. And one of big companies, international companies, they bought that company from somebody who already bought it from me that were a long time ago. And music is every day a part of my life, and that's why I saw it, and I was a little bit searching for you, because there's not a lot to find about Mr. Gunny Gunnar. There's not.
I am a ghost.
Yeah,
I will make that clear right now. I am a ghost.
But I could find that you are in music.
You will not find me.
Yes, I found.
I will. I soon will be everywhere. So the goal for like that whole thing, it was everything that I've put on my bio, I will have checked off, and you will see content consistently of everything that is in my bio.
So you can understand that when I was that age, I was everything except sexy.
What are you talking about, Bert?
I mean,
you had 3 kids.
I know that's something different, but not with the accordion. I mean,
you were gorgeous.
When I dumped that.
Hey, Bert, if you would have came at me with playing the accordion, I would have been like, I need to rethink my life.
Yeah, I had one girlfriend too, but that was not for that long. So then I dumped it. So no, so music is a big part. So I wrote it, and next to that, I saw you making content too. You do vlogs. And that's something that's just from a few months ago, I think, isn't it?
I only posted 3, I think 3. I did 2 airsoft vlogs and then 1 family vlog.
And I saw a new podcast thing too. Man, I was laughing the last one, man, with Sosa.
My guy Sosa, like the chemistry, like I've known Sosa for a very long time, and shout out my dog Sosa. The chemistry that me and him share is unreal. Like it's one of the shortest friendships that I've ever had.
Yeah.
But it's one of the best friendships that I've ever had, because just the conversations that we get to have.
Everybody knows that in America. He's my favorite American
dude. And that's what I try to tell Sosa all the time, is he's literally like, out of other, I can't cap, like Demo is like the most like known out of SYG, but it goes Demo and then Sosa. Sosa's like the people's champion though. Yeah. Like Demo's the champion, but Sosa's like the people's champion. I love that guy.
That's true. I mean, and it's actually he's very shy. When you don't know him, you know, he's a
cute little puppy. He's a cute little puppy.
But I just
want to hold him and pet him and just be like, "Hey, I love you."
I saw your last podcast together, man. You were sitting there and drinking whiskey. And I think some part came by, and but it's open, and I like it. You know, I like those things that people can stay their own and do what they want, and that was open, more pure than that you can't find. And I think
that's what's that stick out the most is purity. You know what I mean? It's just genuinism amongst people. It's like we're not here trying to do something crazy. It's just we're the group of literally we're a group of, how's how I describe it, we're a group of assholes that have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
we think it's funny, and we think somebody wants to listen to it, so that's why me and Sosa decided to do it.
and it's funny. I listen to it, and it's funny, you know. I understand that people don't think it's funny, but I think it's very funny because I know Sosa a little bit, and I know that, but it's on the way how you look at it, and that's the most important thing. And as long as you stay as much yourself as you are, that's the most important thing. And I think when I look at that table, at that podcast, I think there are 2 blokes who are, they are not acting, they do nothing. This is just how they are. That's what
exactly.
I like. That's it. And
exactly.
That's why I like it.
That's all that I could hope for. The fact that you just said that just made it so much like we consistently are doing it every week. So there will be a podcast posted every single week.
Yeah.
Regardless if ands or buts, if Sosa's doing it by himself and I'm doing it by myself, like there will be a podcast every single week.
I'm going to promise when I'm over in LA, I want to be on that table for one time and drinking that drink with you.
So by the time that you're coming to LA, hopefully to God it's short. Like I haven't even told Sosa about this, but I'm looking into podcast space.
That's cool.
Just fuck it. Fuck it.
That's
like
cool.
I can't. This is my condo. Like I can't do any much more in here. We can sit on the couch. We can make it a nice like group setting. But I gotta find something better because we gotta get out of the house eventually.
I know, but the good thing is at your house, I can after those drinks, you can lay down and have a nap.
That's true.
In the studio,
I mean, we just go out to the bar after, Bert.
That's true. That's true. It just depends on how much bottles you have there. But yeah, I will be prepared for a few weeks before. So, but I'm not drinking pure, my friend. That time is over. You know, I'm not drinking pure anymore. It's
only top shelf for you, Bert. Only top shelf for you.
That's okay. That's okay. So let's make that jump where a lot of people know you from. I mean, no, where they're not knowing you from, but where I think where you belong, and that's airsoft. But before airsoft, you did, I guess, paintball. So
no, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
Okay. So what you did before airsoft?
I was a basketball and football player. So then I played football my whole entire life. Well, I played every sport my entire life, but I was really into contact sports. So football, wrestling, any sport that involved contact or extreme sport like snowboarding, skiing, wakeboarding, dirt biking, did everything. And I was just an adrenaline junkie. So in the mix of having my kid, I looked at one of Demo's videos and I was like, this will give me some adrenaline. I need to play this. And I started diving into paintball and airsoft. So I've only been doing this for like a year and a half, maybe like 2 years max.
Roy told me because I mean, I never heard about Gunny Gunnar and one day there was Gunny Gunnar. So, and
I came out of nowhere. Just blew in and I was like, I've been here forever. You just haven't looked for me.
But that's it. I mean, but that makes it so funny that I said, like, I mean, there are so many choices to pick, to get into a podcast, but I like people that I don't know and I want to know more from. And from nothing, out of the blue, there was Gunny Gunnar. And more special was that out of the blue, Gunny Gunnar was in North California, playing with the guys with the
Black S gang.
Yeah, the S gang. It was playing there. So, and then I said, okay, a lot of people start talking. So, are you, for once and for all, clear this whole thing? I know how it is, but tell the world that you and SYG, because I think that's important.
This is going to be hilarious. Gunny Gunnar, the snake devil himself, is not on SYG. Thank you for everybody thinking that I was and just putting me in the company of good people. Those are my brothers. That's my family. Like I respect their grind. Nobody. Okay. I don't want to, this is not to say anything ill about anybody.
No.
But anybody in the Cali scene is not doing what those guys are. Mm-hmm. And that's just true fact and form. And I want to be on that same work ethic and dedication and process of being a stepping stone in what we're all doing. And those guys I've surrounded myself with, and I'm just like, I want to kick it with these guys. If they were to ever shoot me a shot and be like, hey, you have a tryout. Of course, if you get a call from the LA Lakers and say, yo, let's come ball with us,
of course you go.
Practice with us. You coach, of course you go. You know what I mean? But if anybody calls me right now, anybody, a single person, there could be an Australia team. Shout out Demon SpeedQB, my bad. If anybody calls me, says, yo, we want you to come play for us, I'm there.
Yeah.
And no fans or buts. I'm just waiting for a phone call. That's it.
That's it. Well, see this as an open, how you call that? How you call that?
I'm a free agent.
So you're free and you're open to play for any team in the world. So even if it's in Australia or in Europe, or doesn't matter where. So
doesn't matter.
This is easy for me now to knock this one in because you give me the passer. I just have to put him into the goal. So what team? What team would you like in Australia that contacts you then?
Australia, I gotta go with Demon SpeedQB. I keep saying Speedsoft because that's what it originally was. You guys are SpeedQB now.
Australia. Yeah, that's Mark. Mark is Speedsoft Australia, and now they do. Mark organized for 2021. He's organizing the
I was there for that podcast or that live stream. I was tapping in with y'all.
Yeah,
I was so happy that Demon SpeedQB made the pro division. I was on my feet. Those are guys I would play with them.
Yeah,
if I was living in Australia, I would go with them.
And Canada,
I don't know anybody from Canada.
Okay, easy step. America.
I don't know them off the top. I don't know them off the top of my head. If you were to name their teams, I'd probably put together. But if I had to think like all the teams in different places, there's
anything like that. Yeah, Rush. I think you could fit with them with that team.
Hey, Rush. If you guys need a snake player, I average 3 kills a game.
That's it. And then we go to, I don't know if you know any teams in Japan.
Actually, Black Fox.
Okay.
Shout out Black Fox. I would play with them.
Okay. And then we go to, Brazil. I mean, but you don't know Brazil. But Brazil, man, that community is growing so fast. But we're coming back to that.
I would go out there just to watch.
Oh, man, I love that. Because I'm supporting them very much because the mentality of that community there is all sport. They when they go to bed, it's sport. When they wake up, it's sport. It's everything, and it's growing very fast. So I support them personally a lot to bring the sport up to there. Okay, and then Europe.
There's so many good teams in Europe. If I had to make one, I think I would play Survivors or Saviors. The Saviors. Oh my God, I said Survivors. The Saviors. Yeah. I follow them.
Yeah.
And I love their content. It's real dark.
Yeah.
They're real grungy. And I feel like I would fit in well with that scene.
Okay.
And because I also have to play against S01E02.
Because that's
Junkie.
Yeah.
Hey, Junkie. I'm coming for you, old man. I am coming for those knees, old man.
Yeah, because he's an old man. Well, I mean, 10 years older than you, but
he is. But that's my adversary right now.
It's
that's the right word to use.
Sorry?
Yeah. Is that the right word to use? Adversary?
Yeah. I don't know.
He's my opposite. That's the only person that I want to be across from in the snake when I go to Europe.
I think I think that's a lot, giving him a lot of respect, and he deserves that. I mean, it's
he's an OG.
I think he is, and he and that whole complete team. If they weren't there for me in 2 years ago, because they started it, and I asked them, "Do you want to start a SpeedQB team?" And they started. He and Kenny. So yeah. And I'm with you there, and I think you're right. He's for Europe. I think he's one, but I want to see those people together. I want to see. Yep.
I think that'd just be a good clash. You know what I mean?
That's going to be a good clash.
And when he shoots me out, or if I shoot him out, like I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna give him a big hug after the match is over. It's just it's like big brother, little brother. It's like, yeah, you may be my big brother. Or you may think you're better than me, but I'm gonna test your gangster for a second.
He's gangster, but he's everything. But I know him personally because he works for me, but he's so he's very an emotional guy. But on the moment when he touched that ground, that green,
it's serious. It's game mode, and that's why I've looked at it and be like, it's the same thing. It's like the moment I step on the field, it's nothing else matters. Some people say it's a game. Some people say it's like nothing. No, I'm here. I don't want to say I'm wasting my time, but it's like I'm putting time and effort into this. I'm not going out and running. Maybe
it's coming true. Gunnar. Maybe it's coming true. I don't know, Gunnar or Zach. What do you want me to?
Gunnar.
So maybe it's coming true.
I've disclosed. Zach is like that's
Far
younger than me. Okay. Gunnar is me. Okay, that's me.
Gunnar. So if you're going back, I mean, where you really get a name in airsoft, and I didn't know that, but it was told. I've got a little bit of connections, and they told me where it started for you in airsoft. It all has to do with Kings or something like that, or
oh, Kings of Airsoft. Actually, I've completely disclosed that Instagram. So it's now wherever it lies is I just changed the name. So like for me, it's Atlanta's East.
Yeah.
So now it's King of the East. I can't even speak. Jesus. King of the East. So it started one day I had gone to a Jungle Ball event and I wasn't able to compete because I didn't have 5. And I looked, I was like, no, there's no 1v1 events at all. Like, I've never heard of one. I haven't seen one. And then one day I came home and I was talking to my friends and I was like, yo, I'm about to throw an event right now, an absolutely free event. And I said, I called N1. I was like, yo, when can I get this field? I bought the field out and I had a 1v1 tournament. I just kept posting all over Instagram. And I sold out within, I think, like an hour and a half. Well, to field capacity to like 30 to my field party limit.
But even then, I mean, so it started there, the 1v1. And
yeah, that's when it started.
And that was the thing that triggered me a few months ago when the 1v1 came there. And I said to you, and I promised to you, and I still do that. We're going to do that 1v1. It doesn't matter where. And as you know, we're already starting something here over in Europe, but it doesn't matter where. That 1v1, one of the special guests, has to be you, because I know it doesn't matter what question I'm going to ask you. That 1v1 is actually written on your shirt everywhere, tattooed. I think 1v1 is in your blood. That's the one.
That's who I am.
Yeah.
That was more of the reason why I even started the event too, is because even my characteristics or like how I present myself in airsoft is like mano y mano.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, the 1v1 is where you can really say I'm the best in the game. It's like, and if we're playing 5v5 or anything else like that, you got a team. You got a team that contributes to your skill.
Yeah.
1v1 is just you and your mistakes. And I'm there to expose people's mistakes.
That's it.
So come out to my 1v1s if I ever have one in your city and show your city that you're the best in your city, and you'll get a belt. Then you know what? Speaking of belts,
ooh. I got
Atlanta's belt right here.
That's the 1v1 belt.
The 1v1 belt. So I make these I'm from a website.
Yeah, I know the website.
I design them by myself.
I know the website. We order them. Cool, man.
Yep. But you guys' belts are better. I only spend a little bit.
No, but from the other side, I mean, the 1v1s. Let's stay with the 1v1s. Is it a 1v1 concept, or is it just a 1v1 on a SpeedQB field, or how do I have to think about that?
So I changed up the game style every time that I've done an event. So this one in Atlanta is a little bit different than anyone that I've done before. Mm-hmm. So what I've done is I've taken the SpeedQB field and I've cut it up into 3 different sections. So the back off the wall, so back barriers will be 1 point. Everything in the middle, like quarter of the field, will be 2 points, and then 0, as in 50, will be 3 points. So any kill that you get from each section will give you points, and the first person to 12 wins. So it's a different type of concept of 1v1. So a lot of the last 2 1v1s that I've done in the past has just been force on force. It's just been shoot until somebody calls it. Mm-hmm. But this time I want to eliminate camping to make it to make it harder for you to camp. Because if you're going to sit in the back the whole time, it's going to take you forever to get to 12 points. Like forever. And no, everybody on the sidelines is going to talk shit. Like they're going to be like, bro, move, like get out of that same back barrier. You're getting 1 point every kill you get. It's to advance people's aggressiveness, to be like, dude, just go get shot. Like, who cares if you lose? It's the more incentive to get more points. So I'm trying to mix it up and make it a points game rather than just a shoot to get out game.
I heard you saying that last time when I heard you, it's like, man, doesn't matter what I have to do, but on the moment, I do everything to come over to Europe, and it doesn't matter what you ask me, it doesn't matter what you do. I thought about that, you know. I thought about those things like, Gunny, I was listening when you said that. So I'm gonna send you a mail soon, and because there will be an invitational on definitely some 1v1 then, and we're gonna, as I promised, we're gonna organize something, and maybe it's in the style of Dashmaster, or it doesn't matter in what, but it's gonna be that 1v1, and you're gonna be
I'm there, Bert.
Yeah. As I said,
I'm gonna sneak into somebody's luggage. I'm telling you, I'm gonna show up at your door and just like, I'm here. But let's do this.
But why? I mean, I feel that when I see you when you're just coming live on Instagram and it's talking that focus, and I'm feeling honored with that. You know, you really have to say, I have to go to Europe. I need to be there. Why? Why is that?
For your guys' scene has, like I said, like I have the SpeedQB boys and I got all of them, like they're inspiration out here, but your guys' movement out there has developed and it's become so much more to you guys. I'm just like, dude, like that's what I want to be doing. Like the dedication, the love, the sport aspect of what you guys put off. It's like, I'm out here doing stuff to be like, I want to be on your guys' level. Like, I want to contribute and be a part of your guys' scene. I've even said it. I was like, everything that I put out, I'm like, I'm gearing towards EU scene. I'm known out there. People know who I am out there.
Well, thank you. That's a compliment. I mean, for all the teams and all the players who are playing here. I mean,
you guys motivate me on a whole different level. Cali scene is dope, but I've always said Europe scene, EU scene, and all, it's like breathtaking in a sense, if that's too corny to say. It's like I get more love for what I do because of you guys.
That's with all the love back, my friend, and that's why you're on this Bird to the Bone. And I mean this. It's like, I don't want to go too deep because I feel somewhere in the future there's a second podcast because we have so much to talk. But this is the introduction of what we're gonna maybe a beautiful journey that we're gonna get in the next coming years.
Exactly. So, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So I've got, but next to that, I've got some things that I really think that is worth to ask you. Like, you're playing, and I already asked you, well, you prefer battling 1v1s again or 5v5s? What is what you prefer?
If somebody's gonna call me out, obviously at 1v1. Like if somebody's gonna talk crap on me during a 5v5, like you suck, and be like, all right, 1v1 me then. But I prefer 5v5. I love team chemistry.
Yeah.
The energy I get from teammates makes me better. The advice of teammates makes me better. I've always done well in a 5v5 setting, but I'll take anybody on a 1v1. Other than, I can't say that because there's one person that's beat me. I can't say that. Any time that I can make a comment, there's one person in this world that can comment and be like, I have shoes that say different.
Oh, wait. Is that Dominic or?
No, SYG DJ. That's my creator.
DJ, yeah, it was DJ.
That's the snake god. I call him the snake god. Him and Dom are like, it's God and Poseidon. So those are the two guys that I've modeled after.
I don't know DJ that much because I saw him only playing once last year. You know, last year when I was in LA in N1. Mm-hmm. That was the first time because I was at his official shirt when he was official at the SYG.
He got crowned.
Crowned, yeah.
The black flag draped over him.
That's it. And then, well, as a snake, I mean, I'm a really dumb fan. I mean, Dominic is Poseidon.
It's my guy.
He's such a great personality, and he's such a
great character.
And he plays like, oof. But
dude, with the towel, I've seen guy play with a towel. Unbelievable. Yeah. Who does that?
He's dedicated.
I played with a mag once, but that guy can get 5 kills with a towel. Yeah. Get out of here.
Dominic
he can have a spot.
It's as I said,
to have the pleasure to 1v1 him.
It was for me. It was. Don't forget, it was only a little bit longer than 2 years ago when I was introduced to SpeedQB. I went there. I went to Tech City, and I was there when the Nationals Championship was going on. And I saw Sapo playing because a lot of people didn't saw Sapo playing the last 2 years, and I'm looking so much forward that he's going back on the field, and I'm really looking forward that he's going to do that. But I saw the whole team, and I had a privilege that I could follow them the whole weekend, and I was in their locker room, and I was everywhere when they were champions and they were winning on LTD that day on Sunday, and they got that belt back. So, but Dominic was just there, and Demo was just there for the first year too. So they were just, that was the first year. So I didn't know DJ that much. I don't know DJ that much, only from last time. But if you tell me that he's your nemesis, I believe that, because
he forced me into Snake. So every day there would be Tech City, or at Tech City there'd be a SpeedQB Monday, and he would play back corner. He would bring his Polar Star, his Fusion Engine, whatever gun that he had, and he would tell me, "You're going into Snake. You're playing in front of me, and you're going to listen to everything that I say. If I hear you talk, I'm going to shoot you out. If you make one wrong move, I'm going to shoot you out." And he was on my team, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay." And then every single day, every Monday, I knew, bring my arm pads, bring my knee pads. I'm going into Snake today because DJ's playing my corner, and it was repetitive every Monday for a year.
That team,
every single Monday, would force me into Snake.
You know what a pity is, Gunnar, is like, I was there, and actually I came back to Europe with the luggage I saw there. You know, I saw it, and if I look back now in 2 years, I really want to see that community grow in the US. I really want to see that, because it started there. For me, it started there, because if I didn't saw those guys playing there, I was there. I saw Union, I saw SYG, I saw LTD1 and LTD2. I saw them all. And if you see, it's still that it's not an accepted sport where people really serious gonna train. Can you give me an explanation of that, or is it still, does it keep like a game-ish thing, or?
So the thing is, and I'm sorry to anybody that will talk crap on me from the Cali scene, but
no, if it's
a lot of people are not as serious about it as they portray to be. Mm-hmm. Other than LTD and SYG, Asylum, I feel like a lot of the NorCal teams right now are getting really serious about practicing and submerging paintball into airsoft and practicing in both strains. But SoCal, the LA scene right now, it's just everybody's on this wave of, I'm aggressive already. So when it comes time to compete, I can just show up and compete and win. So I don't know, like I've seen a lot of different things from just this year alone. And I don't really know how a lot of people are going to translate into not, because I've been training it. I work out every day. I've destroyed my body in the stake position this last year from not working out and stretching and icing and stuff. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are just sitting on their asses right now, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen to them this year, because a lot of teams are really getting into it. Like, it's becoming a real sport. Like, people are working out. Sosa, for example, and is running 3 miles a day.
Hey man, that man lose some weight, man.
Dude, he looks great. That's
brilliant.
Phenomenal. It's great. Dom is Poseidon is a fitness guru with CrossFit. Like, Eric Sapo does boxing every day. Like, I consistently, the only reason why I mention these guys is because those are the only guys that I see truly working out. There's some guys in NorCal from Asylum that I see on the paintball field every day, working on their snapshots, working on getting into position, communication, and other people I just see doing nothing.
Yeah. And I think on the moment when that level is getting up, and that's where I'm looking forward to, that those people, who trains and do everything, they will always be on a different level than the people who thinks like, yeah, put me on the field, give me a gun, and we see. And
I'll shine. No, yeah. It's becoming a real game now. And that's why I love it so much. And that's why I put so much into it, because it's a real sport to me. I played football and all that stuff. This is a real sport to me. I take it serious.
I'm into football, I'm into American football. And one of the greatest thing of that is like, the series, Netflix series from Last Chance U.
Yes, I've watched that. Yes,
That's one of the best documentary series of any sports. It's like you see the culture, you see why people is getting forced to football, but the team spirit, what they have to do to train and get their paid for their college. It's and everybody knows it's dangerous, and everybody knows that, but that's the commitment to a team. That's the commitment to your sport. That's the commitment to your family. That's the commitment to everything. And
the ride or die mentality.
Yeah. So I really hope, and don't get me wrong, please, everybody who's listening, because I love the LA scene. I really love it. And I love, because if it wasn't there, I didn't do what I do today,
Yeah.
But I really hope that it gains up, because there are so many good players. I mean, I'm going to
so many, and it's ridiculous. It almost upsets me because there's so much talent in like where it started. There's so much talent. It's like, yo, like let's take this serious. Like if the OGs took it serious, like this, I could say it's SoCal or like Cali scene is the OG airsoft scene or speedsoft scene, SpeedQB. That's where it was born.
Yeah,
we have the ability to change the narrative. Like if we all committed and do stuff, like we could all change the game and be on EU's level or be in Australia's level. Like that's why I want to move to Europe or Australia so bad.
We got maybe this year. Let's see how COVID runs. But the 1v1, I'm definitely going to send you a mail. As I promised you, we're gonna work something out. And
I'm looking forward to it.
And I hope that if there will be a chance that SYG needs one, I mean, you deserve that spot. But from the other side, we all know that's such a great family. I mean,
that's one. That's literally I say I tell all of them I love them when I leave because they've provided a listening ear. They've been there. I've shared nothing but great times with them. I got nothing but love for them. Yeah, that's family
for me too. A lot of people think like,
your family, Bert. I love you. You call me, I'm answering.
I love you too. That's true. That's true. I just sent you a message and you say, yes, my friend, anytime that you want. So
anytime you need me, I'm available. I don't care. You want to just talk, I'm there.
We're going to do that. And we're going to do that more often. And that's why I'm happy that you are here. And maybe it was a wrong idea because I know you have to work and I start getting you on alcohol,
Oh no, it's okay. I got water. I still got to film me and Sosa still got to do our podcast. I still got to post one on Wednesday. I got a lot of stuff on my plate. Okay. I got you. I needed to talk to you. The moment you hit me up, I was like, I got to get Bert. I got to talk to Bert. I got to be with Bert.
That's nice. That's so cool to hear.
I don't care how busy I am. I always make room for family. That's thank you. No cap.
Thanks, my friend. And from now on, we can call each other friends because I think you don't have to touch people or see people. Sometimes, it's that same. I see a little bit myself in you when I was younger. It's like, I was not the player. I was not a soccer player because soccer over here is the big sport, and I was the adrenaline junkie. I was doing kayak, wild water. I was doing climbing. I was doing completely different sports than all my friends doing, and I always tried to find that. Always tried to compete myself against anything that's there, and. Yeah, to be honest, maybe I was not that. Now I need to find the English word. Maybe I was not that rebellish as you are. You're more rebel than I am. I was more walking the lines.
Yeah,
but I like people who are not walking the lines. I like those people, and you are. I don't know you. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't just think outside the box. I tear it up. I don't. There's no box for me. I rip it, throw it away, and I don't need this box. I live outside the box.
I'm gonna show you that I follow you a lot because there was one thing you really shocked me, and it was in the middle of the night for us, and you came back from North California, and you played your thing, and at that moment you really shocked me on. Guys, I'm so happy that I'm still alive because one douchebag.
Oh yeah, that freaking douche cake.
Yeah, it put it.
I think that's so funny now. Like I don't mean to like smile and laugh about it, but that was like the turnaround point of everything that I was doing in my life. And I think if that man has ever. I hope that guy is good because he changed my life for sure.
It's man. I mean, a lot of people, nobody knows what we're talking about, but he kept a gun against your head and in the car.
Do you want me to go into story time?
Sorry,
I can do story. I want me to go into story time real quick. So I had the best weekend ever with SYG.
Yeah.
I competed with them, and on the way back, I had dropped off Roosta. It was my last drop off. I went home and pulled off next to the Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California, on Catella, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did, but a random Joe Schmo came out and pulled a gun on me. I was shook, like in the car. What do I do? And he told me, he goes, give me a reason not to kill you. And I was like, what? And I'm like, I got none. I'm pissing in my pants right now. And he just walked back, like really as blunt as I can put it. He walked back to his car and was like, you're lucky. Got back into his car, flipped a U-turn onto the off ramp where I was at, flipped a U-turn onto oncoming traffic, and then went the opposite, or went the same direction as the traffic.
Man, that was I was there where you went live. You came just home and you went live to tell this story, and I watched it, and that all those points were all reasons to sit down and talk with Gunny Gunnar. I mean, it's it's like I think I was still hyperventilating, or I was still in an anxiety shock or anything like that, because I know for you guys it's more normal because guns are not over here. But I mean, it's never normal when somebody is pointing a gun at you. I mean,
well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've been in a lot of bad situations, but all those situations I've been able to deal with. This situation in itself,
yeah.
I knew if I was even half of the person that I used to be, we probably wouldn't be talking right now, Bert.
Yeah.
And it's because I had in that situation, like if I didn't have my daughter and if I didn't have this community, if I didn't have a lot of stuff that I needed to look forward to, that in the split second of all that stuff happening, me realizing like I had more to live for, I would have jumped out of that car and tried to get that gun out of his hand. Like I would have been that guy, and I would have been that guy that would have been on the news being like, oh, young mixed male is dead in Catella Avenue. And it would just been another dead body in LA. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Yeah. So I was shocked. So I'm sorry that I bring back this memory, but
no, it's all good. It's at the that realization, like after that, like I had talked to Eric Losapo, I had talked to Sosa, I had talked to a lot of my friends, and that whole thing gave me the realization is I want to be more in this life than I was at that point in my life. It was like a big realization. Like if I was to have died at that moment, what would have I been remembered for? And there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing other than my daughter. And like, I want my daughter to, like, when I come of age and I've done stuff and I've been, I want to go out as like, people are going to be like, I'm so happy that man was in my life. I'm so happy. Grateful, honored, blessed, and I could go out with a gunshots in the air and horns playing. I don't know, like that. There's more to me than what I was at that point, and I thank that man, whoever he was. I hope he's living a great life. I hope he figured his shit out.
That's cool. That's cool to hear. So that makes me to actually my last question to you is like, okay, with all this young history you already have, and what is for you your future, your goal in the next coming 5 years?
My next 5 years, I hope to be a comfortable and established adult, and I want to be a stepping stone in the community that we're in now. I don't care if I'm competing. I don't care if I'm putting out content. I want to like facilitate and grow the sport that I'm doing. I love it so much. Like I want this to be on TV in the next 5 to 10 years. I am serious. It is so like adrenaline driven that people could watch it on TV. If paintball's on TV, airsoft needs to be on TV.
I'm gonna do I'm busy with doing everything on that. So, especially the pro league that we're gonna do this year.
It's I just want to be a stepping stone. Like it's to help it get there, because I love it so much. And the last thing that I want is something to die. I don't want to say die, like something to fade off into the distance because it's not growing, or it's not, some people aren't paying attention to it. I want to be a reason why people are paying attention to it. And I want to be happy. I want to be comfortable. And I want my daughter to grow up and be like, my dad did shit, I'm going to do shit.
That's cool. That's the biggest wish of every dad. Let's be honest. Yeah. I mean, that they can watch back and say, that's my dad, you know?
Yeah, I did dad. Stuff. I don't care if I'm a millionaire. I don't care if I got the most money. I just wanted to know, when I look back, I'm like, I lived a comfortable life. I was happy. My daughter was happy. My friends were cool. Nothing but happiness. Everything around me is just positive. If it's not positive, get it away from me. Yep. I don't need it.
We're coming to the end of this podcast, and actually, it could be taking 3 hours if it was on me, but my timer says we have 4 minutes, and I always end with questions, But before I go to that, you're open to ask any questions to me, because that's be honest. So, if you have any questions for me, I'm an open book like you are.
Bert, okay, so my questions to you are, what drives you to be so passionate about SpeedQB and Speedsoft in general? And it's not, and how to clarify this, it's not just the Europe scene. Like, you came to Cali, now you're in Europe, and then now Australia. What gives you the drive every day to be like, regardless of yes and no's, I'm going to grow my scene and provide to other scenes?
That's a good question. And as I said, I was many years in a completely different professional area. It had nothing to do with that. But on the moment when you're getting older, and I said I stopped getting older than 50. So when I was 50, I'm just saying this is my second time. I was 2 times 50 now, and but on that moment, it was for me, when I went more to that age, it was like, what can I leave for my kids, and what can I do? And when I saw that, I really saw something as maybe my last challenge. It's something like build something from nothing to something. And with the experience and the network and everything I have, it was a commitment to myself in that plane back from LA to Amsterdam. I was searching, and I found my answers when I was in LA, and before I was back in Amsterdam. It was sure for me to say, this is something, if I can change something, it's a completely new sport, is unknown, is not always accepted, is shooting at people. If I can bring this home and we can really create a sport of that, that's my goal. That's my goal for the next coming 5 years, to make this as a complete accepted sport where you're going to pay for if you want to see this on television. And it's because it's so. And then I started it, and I was happy that I had a lot of freedom from the guys from SpeedQB, because I could do in Europe what I want. So they gave me the opportunity. Like Roy and Ramon and Sapo, they gave me the opportunity to build their. Sapo was drawing, had a 3D drawing from his field, and I built that actually in my first field, and I said, okay, let's try this. And then we had the first championships, and that adrenaline that all those guys felt on that breakout wall, I really felt that, and that was so exciting. And then it started to become a family, and that motivated me more and more to say, okay, we're not keeping this in LA. We're not keeping this in Europe. We have to bring this worldwide.
I'm taking this home with me.
We're taking this home. That's it.
Yeah, so I feel that. And that's why I respect you so much.
That's
is because you've been saying this whole, like, a lot of this podcast, like, I resemble a lot of who you are. Like, I see a lot, like, that's what's crazy to me. It's like, I want to be like you.
well,
I'm like, hey, Bert, I'm on your wave right now.
That you are. And everybody knows it. You know, there's one thing that I say, and the guys in California, all the guys from SYG, or they all know that I have one thing, and that's, I don't like blah blah. I like boom boom, and that's what I'm doing. You know, that's what I'm doing. So
I like that. I like that.
That's what I'm doing. So yeah, that's my answer.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
Who is one person you want me to 1v1 in the EU?
Definitely SpeedQB Junkie.
Why?
Because I know him, and I know he wants to do everything to win from you, and I know he wants that too. So
next question. Next question. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Is everybody listening?
I think, because on what I know on stats, is no. I think with I'm going to be honest. I maybe a lot of people, because he worked for me, and I have a lot of respect for Demi, and I never saw a better player on the field, strategic player than Junkie. And I feel his pain, because I know he wished he was 10 years younger. And so I think I can live with both, but I if I have to put my money on it, I think I have to go with Junkie. I'm sorry, love.
It's okay. I'm going to say it's a draw. I'm going to say it's a draw.
You're going to say it's a draw. But I have to be honest from my side.
I will not let him win.
I'm not going to tell you how much I would enjoy it. I mean, that's something different, but I respect him too much, because I know what I know what he's capable of, and so yeah. So that's my honest. It would be easy if I took a
Junkie. I'm coming
name.
for you. I'm coming for those knees. I've seen you jump rope, and it looks like a 3-year-old girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I feel a dare here. I feel something in the air that.
No, I love him. I love Demi. That is my brother.
I know, but let's make it official. You know, like the
Junkie. When I touch down, I am on your ass, boy. I am on your ass. You may be my older brother, but I'm about to show you my little brother still run the game.
Look, that's what he likes. You know, he likes to compete him, and he likes that. He's gonna train for that. You're in his mind, and that's it.
Better. I'm gonna start posting training videos now because of this. I'm gonna start. You're gonna see me running on the beach straight Rocky. I'm just gonna go up. I'm gonna get on Sosa's weight plan. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some questions for you, and then we're gonna end this, because again, I could do this for hours. Here we come. It's just picking one of them, and
gotcha.
I spare you for a lot of things. So, airsoft or paintball?
Airsoft.
SpeedQB or Kings of Airsoft?
SpeedQB.
New York or Chicago?
Chicago.
Chicago style deep dish pizza or New York pizza?
Chicago style deep dish pizza. Chirac.
Pistol or M4?
Pistol.
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Hard or soft?
Hard.
AG or HPA?
HPA.
Johnny Walker or Jack Daniels?
Jack Daniels.
Basketball or American football?
American football.
Rooster or Demo?
You would do it. Demo. Sorry, Pat. I love you. It's because he's Dracula. He's trying to take my darkness. That's mine. You can't have it.
Okay, man. That's it, man. I really enjoyed this. And
Bert, thank you so much for having me on.
No, thank you.
Been nothing but an honor. I love you so much, bro. I appreciate you. I cannot wait to actually hold you in my arms, honestly.
We're going to do that soon. Thank you for your time, man. And I really enjoyed this. And I hope I'm gonna get more and more and more of these people on the podcast, and let's see.
If you're not on this podcast, you're making a mistake. Let me just say this now.
All right,
get on the podcast. Do it.
Gunnar,
Bert,
I love you.
Cheers.
See you soon.
Love you too, brother.
Love you, man.
I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.